All right, here we are at 6789. So it's a cute place. It's full sun right now, so you're going to see some harsh shadows, but it's a nice looking place. Pan around so you can see the neighborhood a little bit. So there's a little bit of road noise here outside in the parking lot. I don't know that we'd hear it inside. I'll let you know. But, we're not too far off a busy street here, although that's super convenient for when you want to go somewhere. It's a trade-off for sure. So great community in here, beautiful townhomes. There's some parking out here, and then there's some visitor parking behind this unit right here, which is where I'm parked. We'll take a look at that from the back, but for your guests, the parking is pretty close by. So we have these bushes. It's a beautiful day in Virginia today. So we're gonna head up the stairs. You get your steps in for sure. And yeah, beautiful landscaping. And here's the front door, and we'll head inside. All right, so we have come in the front door. So I'm in the threshold right here, and you have a little bit of room for a narrow shoe cabinet right there if you wanted something like that. When you first walk in, you'll see this staircase right here. So this is carpeted. Carpet's in pretty good shape. It's not brand new. It's, shown some signs of wear like stairs do, but I don't see any stains or anything gross. It doesn't smell. We'll come up here. You have this pretty window right here. And then we come up into this front living room, which is a good size. This is the large living space here for sure. You have those beautiful windows. It is a very bright color at the moment, but paint is cheap, so no big deal. Over here, so it looks like the stairs, to go to the bedrooms are right there. Here we have this powder room right here for your guest bathroom. So you kind of come in, shut the door. It's cute, just basic sink, toilet. And this is probably the coat closet right here. And it does go back a little bit, so you can see, the door ends here, but you've got probably an extra foot of space past that. And then we will kind of continue on through here. So here we have the kitchen and an open eating area. So that's really nice. There's a fireplace in here. And then, having your table here means that you can kind of use this space here for two zones. So if you had a desk or a play area for the kids, or, a reading corner or whatever you want. But this room is big enough for two zones of living if you wanted to. Dining table here. You do have this adorable little patio out here. So let's see. All right, so they have a cute little bistro set. There's some storage right there. And then visitor parking is right here. So I don't know where your assigned parking would be. There's a couple spots kind of all around here, but visitor parking is right there. So it only took me about a minute to walk from the parking spot to the house. So that's really nice. All right, so let's take a look at the kitchen. We have kind of a cute floor here. That's fun. Beautiful windows. This is probably the pantry. So that's pretty good size there. Refrigerator here. And it looks like you could fit a slightly wider fridge. It really couldn't get any taller with that cabinet in there, but it could get a little bit wider if you found one. You have a tasking island here, which is really nice. And then you have some storage. So that's a great space right there. Okay, I was looking to see if there's any cabinets over here, but it is the one. And then some plugs, so if you had your rice cooker or something out there. So the rest of the kitchen, these look like they were painted white cabinets. They were a different color before. They have been painted white. They're a little sticky. They could use a good cleaning, but I don't see any signs of damage or anything like that. We have gas cooktop, microwave. This is a quartz countertop. It's in pretty good shape. White quartz is a little porous, and so you're going to get some things like this. There are tricks on YouTube that you can kind of follow to help with that a little bit, but all in all, it looks pretty good. This is not a huge sink, but it's not a tiny sink. Faucet looks good. You got some cabinets. So the air is a little loud. If this were going to be running all the time, it's louder than some kind of HVAC units that I've heard. It's not super bad. Just, I try and take a look at all these things while we're out. And I don't mean it as criticism. I just want to point out the things that I think that you would want to know if you were here. So we're going to go up this flight of stairs. This pretty window here brings in a lot of light. And oh yeah, you're gonna get your stairs in this one. So we'll come up here. And here is our bedroom level. So right off the right of the hallway, this is a great size room here. This is probably the primary. So this is a queen size bed. So if that gives you some idea, you could move to a king size bed. You probably couldn't have this here then because you wouldn't be able to get through. But if you had a king size bed and not that, then it would fit really well. So big space in here. They have a lot of furniture and it fits pretty well. So great closet here. No light in there that I can see, but there's this window right here that really helps. And so over through here, we have the bathroom. Fan works. All right, so you have a double vanity. Probably original, but it looks like it's in pretty good shape. You know, this certain things like that happen to, you can replace those if it didn't clean up and you wanted to. It is kind of a basic builder grade bathroom in here, but it looks like it's clean and it's been well maintained. You have a bathtub here. It is not a jetted tub. And then this big surround, which is how they used to build bathtubs back in the day. Here we have a shower. This is a single stall shower. So the shower pan, you know, it's not new. This is a used house, but the grout looks pretty good. I don't see any cracked tiles or any like concave tiles or anything that would suggest, you know, that there's water damage or anything like that. Basic shower head. Here, let's check out what's in here. Okay, so here we have another closet. So this closet has more storage racks, like garment racks kind of built into it already. So it's really nice. And you could, you know, you could rearrange these if you wanted to, but then it looks like there is a light in there. You can see the light bulb up there. So great space in here. So these doors are a little tricky. That was a weird design, but otherwise seems nice enough. There's a lot of space in the bathroom, and you know it's carpeted here. But so this carpet's showing a little bit more wear. Again, I wouldn't say like it's gross or anything, but there is definitely more wear on the carpet upstairs. So we will moving down the hallway here. Here we have the hallway bathroom. So great space in here. Nice cabinet. You got a medicine cabinet there. Here is the bathtub. Looks like it's been caulked recently, so that's a good sign that someone's maintaining it. Tiles look good. It's a standard, you know, standard bathtub, but it looks good, like it's been maintained. Here we have hallway linen closet. Oh, just kidding. Washer and dryer. So it's nice on the bedroom level. It's pretty cool. And then we have two rooms here down at the end of the hall. So let's take a look at this one first. So this one, let me see. Yep, these are about the same. I would say they're about the mirror of each other. So they're oriented differently, but they're about the same size. Great size for a kid's room. You could get a full-size bed in here. I don't know that I would go a whole lot bigger on the bed if you had a dresser or a desk and like toys and things like that. But a full size would fit pretty well. So standard closet here. This carpet, you know, the carpet's in average condition. Maybe something you'd want to upgrade after a little while. You could live in it totally fine though. No big deal. Through here, we have the southern bedroom. So just the mirror. This one's obviously been painted a really pretty color of pink. And then here, this one has a slightly larger closet. So there's definitely enough space for a dresser in there or one of those cube shelves, you know, with some toys or whatever you might need to store. This is a great room here. So then we will go back down the hallway. So we had washer and dryer, hallway bath. There's the two kid bedrooms behind me. Here's the primary. And then we'll go back down the stairs. So, all right. So I'll give you one more look at the living room here. Great living room space. This is a big space. It's very nice. There's the powder room right here. Coat closet right here. And then over here we have the kitchen, pantry. You could put, you know, some stools there or like another kind of tasking island if you want some more storage, make a little coffee bar. Here's the dining area, fireplace. And then we would go back down the stairs on our way out.